really thought he stuck that shit.
That's why when you guys started talking about hugs, I was like sitting here like, okay.
My compliment is en route. Yeah.
So, I wonder if my hug was good.
I fucking nailed that hug. Yeah. The whole podcast, Hasan patting himself on the back like, I think I nailed that social interaction an hour ago. Someone wearing a Chiefs jersey in that picture?
Yeah, this is me, unfortunately.
You a Chiefs fan?
He's a front runner. He's a bandwagon fan.
I was doing...
Drag him for it.
He's
a Vikings fan.
This makes me sick.
Die-hard Vikings fan.
You can drag...
Why are you rolling? Roll. Why are you wearing that?
Oh, we're rolling.
Well, it was for the Super Bowl Taylor Swift. I was at a Taylor Swift themed party, and I had no choice but to wear the Chiefs jersey.
Oh, that makes me sick.
I'm
Stolen
so
valor.
sorry.
You're a
I know.
Vikings fan?
I'm a Minnesota Vikings fan, diehard.
Oh, I would never do what you did.
Well, it's not. Hold on, it's not a Green Bay Packers jersey.
I would just never betray my team like that.
But it didn't feel like a betrayal because the last time we played them in the Super Bowl was like in the 60s and 70s.
Completely fair.
You know
Can
what
I
I mean?
can I ask you a question?
Yes, sir.
I know you guys, the Chiefs, won quite a bit, but does it feel nice to get rid of all the bandwagon fans now that you've lost a little bit?
No, it's horrible. I liked the bandwagon fans. I thought it was awesome that people liked us, actually. My whole life we were horrible, so when people were excited about us, I was like, I don't care if you're fake. I'm happy to have you.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the Hearon podcast, where we have one of the most anticipated guests in Hearon history, Caleb Hearon.
Yes!
Hello. Thank you so much for joining us. It's such a pleasure to have you. And we heard Hasan told you nothing about our podcast.
Well, no, that's not true. Here, I've gotten 2 lakhs.
Okay.
I could have done any amount of research.
I told him the name of the podcast.
Yes.
That's all you need.
The reason that you guys are bringing this up is because I walked in here and said I could have never in a million years imagined that there would be 4 of us.
Yes.
Right.
And that's true.
Sometimes 5.
Sometimes 5. We have another guest.
There is
co-host
another.
as well.
Now, how do you guys know each other?
Well, Hasan was really a struggling artist when he first entered the Twitch platform. And I said, you know what? His Twitch contacts said, you need to come to a guy that can help elevate your platform. So he came to me, and I helped him. I helped him out.
This story is entirely made up.
And Caleb, this man worked so hard, and he got to where he's at, and I've been riding his fucking coattails ever since.
Okay, that part is true, though. That last part is true.
The last part?
Yeah. Will and I have a mutual best friend, a best friend that he grew up with, became my best friend in college, who is a real-life con man, which is really cool.
Yeah.
Like, he actually is.
I wonder if he has ever seen you calling him a con man.
I mean, it's true. But anyway, I mean, he like runs like a private jet charter service sometimes. I don't want to like dox him, but like I suspect that he is like an actual real life con man.
No.
Did you guys ever watch that? Was it Nsync's manager, the documentary about him?
No.
Like, was it Nsync or Backstreet Boys? He was a talent manager, and his like
we've talked about it on the pod. I'm pretty
his
sure.
side business was that he like ran blimps.
Oh.
He like he was like
Did he
a
have a
blimp.
curly mustache?
No, he may as well have. He was a big fat guy, and he was like stealing money from the children and running blimps.
Oh my God.
He was
Okay, but,
fucking.
like,
I
what
remember
if-
this. I think
what if
we
he was
covered this.
Yeah, we did. We covered it on the pod. What if he was a
Stealing
true
money?
believer? Like, he was just like, the Nsync stuff is great. It's fine. You know, that's not my passion. My passion is blimps. He's like, he wanted to bring it back.
is a balloon.
He wanted to like, he's like, ever since the disaster, I won't even say it. I won't even say
I'm not
it.
going to invoke its name.
Yeah, I'm not going to bring it up. But ever since then, like the luxurious method of travel has been eradicated. He wanted to
I'm
bring it
pro
back.
blimp. Do you
Yeah?
think that makes me naturally predisposed to evil?
I mean,
It is a scheming ass thing. It's like, yeah, you're right. It's a transatlantic
I've always
accent.
wanted to ride a blimp and
Yeah.
tie a woman to train tracks.
I've never had a desire to fly in a blimp, really. It's too slow.
I don't want to go up in pretty much anything.
Really?
When people do like small planes
Yeah,
and
no.
helicopters, I'm like,
helicopter,
I've seen the writing on the walls with that stuff.
No, I mean, but you do like to fly, and he's been very excited to talk to you about it.
Caleb, you have no idea how finally I am seen on this podcast because they make fun of me because I also share your passion for Delta Airlines.
Thank you.
I am a frequent flyer.
I love companies.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, me too. We all and so does he.
Yeah.
Especially, he won't tell anybody.
Yeah, but he loves companies.
He loves
I
companies
despise
too.
companies.
He loves
He's a
companies,
corporate guy.
dude. Yeah.
He's a big investor.
Yeah.
Fortune 500 companies.
Big company
That's his
man.
thing.
Yeah, I don't
anyway.
like all companies. Just Raytheon, Lockheed Martin,
Just the
Northrop
awesome
Grumman.
ones. Yeah.
I go out there. I go on stream. I start talking about how evil they are. Stock prices go down for a little bit. Boom. Buy low.
I'm a simple man. I
sell
like a
high.
quality missile.
Yeah.
Okay. So you share a passion with me with Delta Airlines. And also, I found something that I wanted to talk about, and I wanted to confront them on it.
Okay.
Oh,
cool.
Because
here we fucking go.
They gave me shit 3 years ago. There was a clip that went, semi-viral in the community. And it was them confronting me on the fact that I flew boys out in coach. And I was talking.
Don't get in on this.
I have
He
a
will
lot to
drag
say
you
about
down.
this.
No,
I have a lot to say about
He's gonna
this.
drag you down with you. Don't do it, Caleb.
I have a lot to say about
Please,
this.
Oh,
please,
no.
let's jump in.
It depends on where you are in the relationship.
Okay.
If it is a first time hookup, meetup situation, coach is appropriate.
Sure.
Is my opinion.
Okay, but it's
Okay.
always street twinks.
No street twinks.
It's always street twinks with them.
This is not.
You're cheap. You're cheap as fuck. You're cycling the street twinks out at the time. Not anymore.
Street
But
twinks
at
is
the
crazy.
Crazy.
That's a crazy
You
thing.
idiot!
That's
your
A
term.
lot of license.
It's your term. Why are you behaving like this in front of Caleb?
This is our first-
my
I
God.
like this.
He's putting on air.
Science
He's
developing
putting
on
on
this
air.
table.
First time we've had a gay man on the podcast other than
Yeah,
me.
he
Is that true?
It's true.
Yeah, he was doing-
We had a drag queen on.
They don't
Like,
count.
Let's
They're-
just massacre. But I was like, I've never,
Yeah, we were having this conversation last night, or I don't know, maybe last week, and he went, we had Aiden, but he's bisexual. That doesn't count.
Yeah.
Well, no,
It's different than a gay guy.
Exactly.
They're a beautiful part
And
of the
I
community.
do love that instead of choosing to bond on that first, it was Delta's
Well,
lounge.
this is in order. I'm a Delta Airlines Diamond Medallion member before I'm anything.
That's right.
Before I'm an
True.
American, a Christian,
That's
a gay
right.
man.
Yes. But what's crazy, Caleb, is that they did this to me. And for years, I have been coined as I've gotten messages of people like I'm a fucking airline.
Yeah.
Being like, I'll fly coach. I'll fly economy.
Oh, it's
All
so
these
bad.
Oh, that must be so hard on you.
my lobster,
is that tough?
My lobster too buttery. My steak
Shut
too
the
juicy.
fuck
Bad
actually-
bitches keep DMing me.
Yeah. There's too many baddies in my DMs that want to get flown out.
He's trying to flex on you. Have you
How do I
noticed that?
fuck everybody?
No.
Have you noticed that? He's trying to flex on you?
Oh, there's
No.
actually there was a guy I was just thinking about this the other day, like a couple months ago. There was a guy in my neighborhood who he's like 67 years old, like pretty old. Now, out of my window for sure. He messaged me every day for weeks. Hello. And I didn't want to block him because that feels mean, but I also didn't want to respond due to not wanting to fuck him at all.
Yeah.
And then one day he messaged me hola.
Oh.
And then he never messaged me again. Wow. And I can't stop thinking about him.
The Ola Hail Mary is crazy.
Because you got to think he woke up that day and was like, oh my God, he's Mexican. That's why it's not working. And then it didn't work and he was like, well, I'm fucking out of ideas.
He thought the language barrier was the problem.
Yeah.
That's why you're not responding. Why are you thinking about maybe just throwing it out there, just seeing what happens?
I'm just interested in the mentality of being like, oh my God, mijo. Like him being like, oh, he's Mexican. That's why he doesn't want to fuck me.
Dios mío.
Sometimes I do this where I'll get messages every once in a while. Have you ever gotten the paypigs?
No.
Okay, well, sometimes.
Or at least I don't know about them.
Well, people will message and say, take my money, take my money, take my money. And I just think it'd be
You've noticed the trend, right? He's flexing on you.
Wait.
Yeah.
Austin,
He's flexing on you.
Austin,
It's kinda
very,
gross.
wait. This is
I'm
not
actually kind of starting to. Things are actually looking a little fucked up now.
He's like, hey, guess what? Hotties are DMing me all the time.
No,
they want to be
it's
flown out in an economically sound fashion. And on top of that, I got people throwing
No, you're
money
not
my
looking.
way.
You're getting paypigs. I promise you. It's across.
What is their thing? I forget their thing.
They like to be financially dominant.
Findo.
This isn't a flex though, because Austin famously had the world's
yeah.
cheapest paypig.
No, cheap for him. His boyfriend was cleaning the paypig out.
Wait, what?
Okay, so
So just for a frame of reference, a paypig is someone whose erotic fetish is that you financially dominate them by making them give you money.
Yeah, he wants to be dominated. He's like, I'm
So
not
he'll be
saying
like,
she, because
"Oh,
usually it's a he. Let's be
Please,
real.
sir. And then you'll be like, shut up, bitch. I need money for
They
a
like
necklace.
it.
Send me
Yeah,
that."
It makes
yeah,
me
yeah.
uncomfortable. but
Correct.
They like it.
So Austin very famously had the world's cheapest paypig.
He would like negotiate. He would
Let me
negotiate.
tell you.
Can you negotiate in this dynamic?
No, you can't. That's what, so I get this guy, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna fucking try it out to see what all the hype is about. Yeah. And so this guy. So I go, okay. I go, all right, all right, how about $50? And he's like, he's like, sir, I only have 5.
Well, then don't message me.
That's what I said. So I found this guy who's broke as shit. And I'm like, if you're a pay pig, you better be financially secure.
There's nothing wrong with being broke, but you can't
No, of
get
course
horny
not.
off of giving me your money if
Yes,
you're broke.
exactly.
I have some Olive Garden
No, but then we found out he was actually dumping money on his
Oh yeah, my
boyfriend.
boyfriend said that I stole his pay pig, and
And then we found out he was actually giving him money. Like he was giving him a
What
lot
kind
more
of
money.
disgusting, evil, gay empire are you and your boyfriend running? That you're scamming the same poor gay men.
no.
You've got what is street twinks? Is that what we're running with?
No. He keeps messaging me, and I'm not Caleb. I've hung it up. I'm not dominating anymore. I'm not doing
He
it.
tried once, it failed. He's hung
If
it
you're
up.
listening right now, I'm closing the operation down. There's no more financial.
You and your
domination.
boyfriend Peter Thiel putting these twinks out of fucking house and home, running these gay scams. Leave these kids alone.
No. There's no scam. They like it.
He is a schemer. He is a scammer and a schemer. This is true.
Oh shit! I've lost Caleb immediately.
No, I'm glad you're gay because I actually, when I came in here, I clocked the pride flag and I was like, there better be some real allyship going on.
Yeah.
In this room if we
No,
can
no,
get back there.
I'm a foe. I'm an enemy.
Wait,
Of the queer community?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay,
I-
good. Just want to make sure we have that. Just want to make sure we have that.
I like to famously say that over and over again.
Yeah.
It's how he
And
beats.
as of late, people have actually started believing it, unfortunately.
Hey, Austin.
Hey, Will Neff.
I heard you've been thinking about selling your jingles.
Of course I have been.
Well, have you heard about Shopify?
You know what? I have, but I need you to tell me more about it.
Well, I can tell you right now that millions of businesses
Millions?
oh yes,
Wow.
around the world, they use Shopify to sell their products online.
Oh, and Will, I understand you have some products that you like to sell online.
That's correct. I sell hot sauce.
Hot sauce.
Hot sauce.
How do you do it?
Well, I use Shopify. Selling things online is pretty intimidating.
Yes, it is.
Especially when you're doing jingles.
100%.
That's why they have a 24-hour help section that you can access to streamline your process.
Incredibly helpful.
I know it is.
Because I'm lost without
Right.
help.
What would a Spotify jingle sound like?
Well, it's time to turn those what ifs into.
Cha-ching!
Sign up for your $1 per month trial today at shopify.com/fear. Go to shopify.com/fear. That's shopify.com/fear. Cha-ching!
You didn't scat at all.
All right. Shopify.
Now that's what I'm talking about.
But it's always like, it's never gay people that believe it.
Right.
No, here's the problem with the internet. It's never the affected group that's really going after you. It's the kind of like weaponized, mobilized. They're the allies that are like, I don't think people would like this, and it's like, well, I don't need to speak with you. You aren't even a part of this.
Right.
Get out of here.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, this is the new thing that happened. We went on. I've had it. Are you familiar with this podcast? I've had it with Miss Welch.
and
I like
Pumps.
those
Angie
ladies.
Pumps. Yes,
Yeah.
me too.
I
They're
disagree
great.
with them a
Pumps is
little bit,
so
but I
funny.
like them.
Yeah,
Yes.
they're fantastic, and they used to be a lot more lived up back in the day when we first had them on this podcast on Fear like a couple years prior. They definitely were more like, oh, I'm curious about this left thing, but I'm like a Hillary, Kamala Harris
Right.
voter.
They're
But
with
now
her.
they're like, now they're taking Hakeem Jeffries to task and all this stuff. So we had this. We were having a conversation on the podcast, and it was super viral on Twitter. That's what I was telling you about when I said,
you're in
I'm
trouble on
getting
Twitter.
canceled.
Yeah.
And you were like, oh, if you're, I might have to disavow you.
Yeah. I said, if you're in trouble on Twitter, I'm unfollowing you.
Yeah.
You need to unfollow me. And
As
let's
one
not-
does.
Take a stance.
So what happened is like she asked me, match up 2028 Gavin Newsom versus JD Vance. Like, are you voting for Gavin Newsom? And I was like, no, I'm
The
not.
fuck no.
Yeah, I was like, I'm voting third party. At that point, it's like it's a lost cause. It's outside of my control. You know what I mean?
Right.
And they clipped one part of it to just like say no, I'm voting third party, and they've been like demanding fealty nonstop. And in the process of demanding fealty for Gavin Newsom 3 years out from this fucking hypothetical election when he's not even running, right?
He's
they've
running.
been talking about how
I don't know, buddy.
He's running, but like he's not. He's running, but
Right.
he's not officially running because there's no primaries.
Right.
Yet.
Well, we don't even have to have those anymore.
Yeah. Well,
Don't worry. That's a thing of the past on
I was
the
gonna say,
Democratic
it worked
side.
out really well last time, so
Yeah.
they were like, let's revamp that.
Yeah.
Basically, what everyone's been saying is like, you just want like every Mexican to die. You want trans people to be assassinated. Like, you love ICE, you love Donald Trump, you love all this, and I'm just like,
That's true about you.
yeah. So now I'm like, I this is what I like. Yeah.
The 3 years out from election telling me I also don't want to vote for Gavin Newsom. He just declared like fucking Ronald Reagan Day in California.
I eat Black History Month.
This motherfucker wants to be
Yeah.
a Republican so
I
bad.
know.
Let him. He can't have my fucking
I know.
vote. I don't like this guy. I think his
mean,
haircut sucks. I don't
Trickle
like
down
his suits.
economics
Yeah.
worked, man.
Fuck
That's
this
all
guy.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, so you're in trouble about this?
So
Yeah.
a lot of the liberal, it's not really, I would say it's not like real trouble, because like you're out there, you talk to people, you travel the country. I'm sure you've probably also noticed that people are coming around to our worldview a little bit more.
Yeah.
I would say, and in very unique places, like Barbara's and Deborah's are out there, telling ICE agents to fuck off. It's like 65-year-old white ladies and stuff in the suburbs, and there's a lot of discontent for the Democratic Party in general. And I think that's because they realize like, oh, these guys are controlled opposition. They're not doing shit. Like, we want someone who does shit, right? And so it's not real anger and resentment. It's just a bunch of like DNC adjacent content creators who just like really want to get the bag from the Democratic Party. So they're like trying to hold on to this like grip of influence that they have over the consultant class. But it's popping on Twitter, yeah.
Also, the thing you were saying about Barbara's and Deborah's hating ICE and coming around, what I kind of want people to understand, not you guys, but people who might not know, is this is actually a return to form for the middle of the country.
Yes.
There's a book called Heartland by Sarah Smarsh, being poor, growing up poor in the richest country on earth, I think is the tagline. But it's a very good book, and it's about Kansas. But like, that's when I grew up in Missouri. I grew up in like a very working class, like rural area. Everyone fucking hated rich people and cops.
Yeah.
Only in the last like 10, 15 years has there been this weird, like, we love the police, like the president is awesome and should be a billionaire. Like, this is a very, I think, a momentary psychosis we're experiencing. And the return to form is actually that working people fucking hate ICE and billionaires. Like, that actually is a thing that did exist before like 2008 in places like Missouri. And it was a purple, like a bellwether state. I just think momentary psychosis, and we'll step out of it soon. I'm really hopeful.
It's political polarization. It's the way that the media works now. Like, there was always interests that were totally separate in the country. Like a Democrat in the North had different interests than a Democrat in the South. Sometimes maybe not so great, But now, if you are living in a rural area, your things that you vote for are basically aligned with like a right winger in Orange County at this point,
right?
Like in the suburbs or even in the city. And that's
well, they have the exact
new.
same needs in those two areas.
Well, no, but that's what it is. It's
kidding.
Their media diet is the same, basically, and they have it's this grand design where both parties are fighting over culture war narratives.
Yeah.
So it's easier to bracket yourself on one side over the instead of the other, and that's why I try to return to this labor-focused approach and class-focused approach in politics, which the Democrats do not represent at all right now, and they are very actively trying not to represent right now.
Yeah, I mean, I can't talk about a lot of places, but I know Missouri very well, and it just is like shocking to me that Republicans continue to win in places like this. Like, Republicans since 2002 have controlled the House and the Senate that entire time in Missouri, and most of the time the governorship. I think maybe there was a Democrat for one term. And Missouri is doing very badly. Rural hospitals are closing. Family farms are being shut down because they're giving huge subsidies to corporate farms. Like things that you would think would really mobilize people to vote against Republicans. In Missouri, like progressive ballot initiatives will win by 14 and 15 points on the same ballot as Trump winning by 23 points.
Yeah.
Does the left just need to like bring Jesus over or something like that?
I don't think it could hurt.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
I don't think it could hurt.
I'm just like, maybe a little, maybe we'll, we could bring him over to our side.
I think it's a candidate issue that they continue to try and, in places like Missouri, they continue to try and run not quite Gavin Newsom types, but like centrist moderates to try and win the middle instead of running someone. I mean, this, I'm not saying anything we don't know, but running someone really fucking interesting. Run a leftist bartender and fucking like someone that can talk to people. And it has, if the issues are winning by 14 points, and then there's a 37-point swing in the candidates, then you have a fucking candidate problem.
We just saw this. We saw this with Texas. There was a special election in Texas. A union organizer won a like Trump plus 35 district. It's pretty crazy, but it happens. And the reason why he won is because he was a labor-focused candidate. Like he was focusing on the real bread and the kitchen table issues, as Democrats like to call it. But like it was a class first campaign, and he won. So I think there's an opportunity there. The Democrats have completely left those territories. They've decided like we should waste no money here. Like there's no reason to even have a infrastructure here to try and win elections. And if we do, we'll just put like Amy McGrath's over and over again, like a person who just goes on and is like, I am going to be marginally less racist than the Republican candidate in a racism election. Right. And then everyone's like, okay, well, I prefer the racism one.
So
I prefer
just
the
clear
racism
what they're
candidate.
doing. Yeah.
I used to be.
I don't like diet racism.
I used to be
take
really
calories.
lived up before I met him, and it's taken a few election cycles, but it's so annoying to hear him get criticized for just like not saying he'd vote for Gavin Newsom or saying he wouldn't vote for Gavin Newsom when they're just like, oh, guys, we need to move to the middle. We need to be in the middle. And it's like, no, motherfucker, you're moving to the right.
Right.
Is what you're doing. And it's been this thing after election. It's like 2016, Trump was running on build the wall. And then in 2024, we're building the wall now. And we have a tougher immigration plan and things like that. And it's been really frustrating to see. So it's, for me personally, I've seen this sort of political evolution in my own family. And like people like, I don't understand where Newsom's political instincts are when you have people. My mom is like in her 60s, my dad's in his late 60s, and these are like the core of your voter base, and you see them now shifting to this sort of to what the left is saying about and being sick of the establishment and everything like that.
Yeah, I think someone like a Gavin Newsom is so entrenched in like doing business as usual, and the narrative around someone like Hasan or anybody who will advocate for policies like Hasan is that is impossible. That is a pipe dream, and you need to ascribe to this way of doing politics because it will beat that way of doing politics. And if you ascribe to anything more progressive than that, you're signing on for failure. And that narrative is like so strong. And you look at it when he won't. It's so bizarre that how much heat he received for not saying a fealty pledge for a candidate that's not even a candidate yet. You know what I mean? Like it's so bizarre, but you can see that kind of like infrastructure working to be like, don't ascribe to that. You're signing up for death. You'll lose.
It's not a good sign. You're not very confident in your candidate if you're doing this 3 years out. Where you're like harm reduction. You have to vote for whoever we decide is the best candidate. But one of the things that a lot of people don't understand that you just brought up that I think is also important is that they think like, oh, we have to get a left candidate because people like myself won't vote. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying you have to get a left candidate because there are plenty of people who don't vote who you have already decided are right-wing voters or the moderates or whatever that will go out and vote for a left candidate. It's not just people like myself. It's not the activist base of the party that are reliable Democrat voters or have been reliable Democrat voters over and over again, but are now feeling like they're not, they don't have a place in this party. It's actually just the largest chunk of non-voters that would be motivated to go out and
Wasn't
vote.
Trump able to speak to these people? Like there's so many people that were able to, that got off the couch or whatever to vote for Trump because for whatever reason. A lot of these people were Bernie voters beforehand, and then they went over. They went on that Bernie to Trump pipeline.
I know several.
That is such a crazy pipeline.
But it's because they, Bernie, like
it was anti-establishment.
Unfortunately, it was like the anti-establishment, appeal to the anger that rightfully people feel about their position in life in this country, and Bernie was successful at it for, I believe, the right reasons. Obviously, Trump's a racist and transphobe, et cetera, et cetera. But
well, he wasn't in 2016. He was woke.
Was he?
Yes. Trump literally said Caitlyn Jenner could piss in whichever bathroom she wants to, as long as she pisses in Trump Tower.
Which is a bar, by the way. That is a bar, unfortunately. We have to contend with how awesome he sometimes accidentally is.
But that was 2016 Trump. And even in by 2024, he was like, you guys really love when I talk about trans people. It's strange. I don't understand it. I can talk about tax cuts. You go, oh, yeah, sure. I talk about trans people. You go crazy. That he added that onto his arsenal later on, because in such a short period of time, in a relatively short period of time over the course of this last decade, Republicans have really decided this is the number one thing that they can attack, because they never stopped their relentless focus on singling out trans people, attacking trans people over and over again, even though they're a tiny, minuscule percentage of American society. And I think there is a real opportunity now to turn around and say, hey, you banned the 49 transgender athletes from NCAA with executive decree.
Good job, boys.
Do you feel better? Do you feel like your rent cheaper now? Do you feel like you can buy groceries now?
You can always tell when Trump's heart isn't in the bigotry, because it's like that with the trans people. He's like, you guys love it. I don't know why. And there was a clip I love of him, unfortunately, where he was talking about Pete Buttigieg, and he was like, he rides his bike with his husband to work every day, which, in fairness, seems like a loving relationship. He couldn't even do the homophobia for the base. He had to be like, they seem happy.
He was yearning.
Dude,
for
he
it.
wants it bad.
We gotta talk
I
about
really
this
shouldn't
theory.
like it, but I do.
And I think I've seen you also have a similar theory as well. I am a firm and committed believer that Donald Trump is asexual, biromantic.
Sure.
And that if given the opportunity of things, if he was accepted by polite society, elite liberals in New York when he was growing up as a slumlord, he would have just become a Broadway music producer.
Wow.
He would have been a Broadway musical producer, and he would have maybe even
Rodgers and Trumpet
entertained that stuff. That's what I think.
Wow.
Hey, Will Neff.
Yeah.
What is the pettiest thing you've ever asked somebody money for?
Oh, the pettiest thing I've ever asked someone money for? Clogging my toilet.
Really?
Really?
Who did it?
You.
I remember that. No, I remember that. I remember that. It was after an evening I had eaten a very large bean burrito.
Yes.
Right? And
a Dairy Queen
and Dairy
Blizzard.
Queen Blizzard. And it was.
You said, Will, watch this, and you dumped the burrito in
Yes,
the Blizzard.
yes. It was a weapon of mass destruction. And you sent me a Cash App request.
For a Roto-Rooter.
Yes, for a Roto-Rooter.
Yeah.
It was several $100s, and I paid you via Cash App, which is my favorite app to send and receive money. Let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, one of the coolest things about Cash App is that you can design your own debit card. Isn't that unbelievable?
I'm tired of my boring-looking
No,
debit
it's
cards.
bullshit. It's flimsy and it sucks. You can pick from a bunch of different colors and patterns. Add your own favorite stamps, doodles, or even you and your friends' inside jokes to make it totally unique to you. Oh, that's right. You also get exclusive savings on stuff you're already buying, like coffee, boba, video games, and more. And if you're the type who loves concert, which Will Neff and I are, your Cash App card gets you early access to ticket sales for huge tours like Kendrick Lamar, SZA, and Sabrina Carpenter.
Whoa!
Okay.
Espresso.
Finally, no need to worry about random monthly charges or minimum balance requirements. Take control of your money today with Cash App. For a limited time, new Cash App customers over 18 years old can earn $10 if they use That's Money 10 in their profile and sign up, and send $5 to a friend within 14 days. If you're 13 to 17-year-old, request a sponsored account from parent or guardian. Sign up with code That's Money 10 and get $10 dropped into your account when you order and activate your Cash App card, and send $5 or more to a friend within the first 14 days. Terms apply. Cash App is a financial service platform, not a bank. Banking service is provided by Cash App Bank Partners. Prepaid debit cards issued by Sutton Bank. Member FDIC. Discounts and promotions provided by Cash App and Block Inc. brand. Visit cashapp.app/legal/podcast for full disclosures.
How do you feel about this theory?
I think
Because you say Trump is gay.
Trump is culturally. There's no doubt about it.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Culturally, the guy is one of the gayest people. He's gayer than I. Like he is like so gay.
Yeah.
It really is crazy. There's like people are taking videos like once a week outside the White House of they can hear from the streets him blaring Phantom of the Opera.
Yeah,
Like
he's a huge Andrew Lloyd Webber fan.
that's a homosexual president.
Yeah.
Phantom of the Opera.
Yeah, I don't know. I think the problem with him really is and has been that he is just so goddamn charismatic, and the left can't seem to find anyone that doesn't. The left can't find someone to carry charisma in a fucking bucket. Yeah, and he just has it by the pound, dude. Yeah. He's an interesting guy to listen to, and he can talk to anybody.
Even though he's like kind of lost his sauce, especially in comparison to like 2016. If you ever look back at his commentary in 2016 versus now, like he's definitely lost the sauce a little bit. He's
his
lost
fastball is gone.
It's nowhere near as good as it used to be. But he is still objectively better than the average Democrat at like not coming across like a fucking robot that got all of their talking points from a think tank moments prior to going on that stage.
Also, I know we moved past it a little bit, but the idea that you were talking about like people being like, well, that'll never, when they're talking about leftist candidates and they're like trying to force compliance with their centrist like candidate of choice 8 years ahead of the fucking election or whatever, Gavin Newsom being the one right now, they'll always be like, oh, well, we couldn't possibly win. And it's like, if you talk to any organizer worth their salt, and I'm certainly not talking about me, I'm talking about organizers I like actually admire and respect, mostly tenant organizers, the belief in a better future and the hope that we actually can have a better world is the most core principle. Like, I can't keep talking to these fucking centrists that are like, well, that'll just never happen. It's like, then why talk to you at all? Yeah. Why would I ever talk to you about the world?
What are you doing this for?
Right.
That's what I always ask them. Is like, I've talked, because I've had the opportunity to talk to some of these Democrats, and I say, what are we even doing this for if we're just going to continue to capitulate to right-wing positions?
Right. What's the point?
What the fuck is the point?
Why not lose with some fucking class and style? Like, let's lose and like say what we mean.
Yeah, exactly.
If that's truly what's going to happen, let's lose and be.
But they don't want that. That's the whole point. Like they actually don't want that, and their goal overall is to like manage this this current predicament and hope that they never actually like win enough power that they have to do something, because then if they do things that they promised, then they disrupt they harm their corporate benefactors and their bottom line, and they can't do that.
Right. They don't want to upset the corporate donors. They don't want to upset their billionaire friends. They don't want to upset their own pipeline to like very well paid lobbyists.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. That if they ever actually had to make good on the things, they're like, that's why they keep holding abortion over everybody's heads.
Yeah.
Is they're like, oh, well, abortion. It's like, that's the only thing you have for us.
Yeah.
Eventually working people's lives are going to have to get better.
Yeah.
Joe Biden won. Okay. But did anything get better? Like, it's going to have to get better for people.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
that's
not.
precisely the reason why Trump is a far worse version of himself now than he was in 2016. Yeah, it's. I think there's also other sides of this like that don't touch on the material, I guess, but accountability, like actually punishing previous administrations. I think like any Democrat that runs on a message like that will probably also be able to win big too.
Do you think so?
I think there's an appetite for a lot of the Barbas and the Debras for sure.
Really, Hasan? You really think that if someone, I don't know if I agree. You really think that someone?
I think that's one part of the message.
I kind of think avoiding that part is maybe the way, because I think like being we're gonna prosecute Trump.
You're like a vulgar Marxist. Like you're a class first. You're like, no, fuck any of this other shit. Like, if we punish them, we punish them. But the reality is, get into the bread and butter. Only talk about improving people's material conditions.
I think so.
I mean, that's what I base my strategies around. Yeah.
Now, by the way, if I got elected, would there be punishment on the other end? Maybe.
Yes.
But why campaign on every single thing I'm going to do? I just want to talk about like rent, hospitals, farms.
Would you ever run?
No, fuck no. Someone like me should not be in office.
Why not?
Because I am a fucking attention-hungry comedian.
That's it.
The fact that people want me to run is the problem. I'm like, no, guys, I'm not the guy. Go elect an organizer.
I feel this way too, because I feel I share the same feeling about myself in terms of.
Do you feel like people are asking you to run?
No. Nobody's asking me to run.
Me neither. No, me neither. I won't do it either.
Nobody's asking me to run.
He wants to run.
But the thing is I do find myself dreaming of the attention and the power.
Yeah,
and
which is exactly
he
why
wants
you
to
should be
run so
nowhere near.
bad.
yeah, but I feel like I would serve the people well.
Wanting to run is no. I don't know that you would. Wanting to,
You don't think so?
No, the fact that you want to is disqualifying. We need to go find organizers who have no desire to be in office and beg
Force
them.
them.
Beg and force them to
Like
do
George Washington.
it. The best organizers I know would rather die than run for office, and that's the exact reason they should be our candidates.
You know what? I like that. But I mean, you know, I'm not going to run. But
You would scare me as a politician.
No, you don't even.
we have
only
a
met him
running
like 3
gag
minutes.
that he is like
now-
Uday.
I do like a little bit of the like they make fun of me because I like
You are Uday
luxuries.
Hussein. You are Uday Hussein. if you had a crumb of power,
Yeah.
you would only hire the sexiest twink staffers you possibly could.
First of all,
and
I
you
have a
would
broad
make
taste
them.
in
You'd
men.
make
They
them
just keep
carry
focusing
your
on
baggage.
specifically.
No, you like twinks. That's
Yeah.
good to know.
You
You and your
make them-
husband like to take advantage of twinks.
That's not true.
No, I'm telling you,
whatever.
he would make them carry his bags everywhere because we got a taste of this when we were in China. We paid a lot of money when we were out in China to go all around the country, and like there were people that were like handling everything that we were doing, the logistics and stuff. And I turned over to Austin and I saw this twinkle in his eye where this spark where he was like, "This is good."
Well, no, okay,
I like having
discovered
people.
that I do kind of enjoy when other people carry my bag.
Yeah,
of course.
he's like,
And
"This is good."
And I liked, we had like private chauffeurs, really nice hotel rooms, and like I just was like, it was like all put together, and I was like, this is a life I could live. And so I said, should I arrive at immense power, I would sort of, I would do this.
You're
more
a
often.
manipulator, dude. I can tell.
But
Even the way a few seconds ago you look at me with like very sweet eyes and you go, they make fun of me. Kid. It's like you have a very evil kind of undercurrent about you.
No.
Yeah.
I would certainly deliver for the people.
Yes, I used to be an ally. I used to call myself an ally. Austin has
Put him
made
off
me
gays,
reconsider
bro.
that. Yeah, like I know, I know a very different side of gays now because of Austin.
There's a book called Bad Gays. Have you read it?
No.
It's about
Should I?
evil. It's about evil gays throughout history.
I an
want you to
evil
take.
gay?
No, I don't know for sure.
Not
I
yet.
think,
Not yet.
I think you have a power about you.
Who's on
that
that
I'm scared
list?
of.
Caligula, Alexander the Great.
Who was the first one I read about? It was some I forget who the first one was, but I've only read like one chapter.
Alexander the Great's got to be on there, right?
I would think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a pretty evil gay.
I mean, most of the Ottoman Empire padishahs were they were all,
Caligula was pretty bad.
they were
too.
fucking.
Yeah.
No,
Did
but
you get? Yeah,
when you
this is
did-
here's some gay theory. Here's some gay history for you
They're
guys.
comparing me to the most evil gay man in history.
I did this to you, and
This
it's
is
not
so
fair.
funny that we had
I did this to you, and it's
first
not
gay man
fair.
on the podcast, and now I'm
It's
comparing.
falling apart.
I'm Uday Hussein. I'm an evil gay dictator.
In our defense, you did spend a sizable chunk of the beginning of the podcast talking about how you and your boyfriend are scamming the same guy out of money.
Who's broke?
Who's broke? Who has nothing? We're getting him twice.
I want to be clear. It's not a scam because the guy.
Because he liked it.
No.
Yeah.
He-
Yeah.
And I didn't get more than 50 or to $100 out of it. That was it. 50 to $100. I mean, come on.
He was going to his mother's
I told him-
chemotherapy
I told him-
sessions.
but I told him, you know, I told him, I said, we don't do refunds, but, you know, I think I'd be
He
open-minded
said,
to it.
sir, I only have $20. You said, sell some food stamps. I don't know what the fuck you need to do, but don't come to me with excuses.
Figure it out.
But no, look, I will never go into power. I'll probably never run, but
No, he wants to. He wants
Probably
to.
You
never
do.
run.
You do want to. There's a glimmer.
I would be a great politician. But
You would be
I-
a fantastic
but I'm
politician.
not
Yeah,
gonna-
you'd be a sociopath.
No, I would not be.
He'd be an
a
incredible
sociopath.
politician. Jury's out on how good of a public servant he would be.
I think at the end of the day, I do have a good heart underneath all
I
this.
think material conditions for twinks would become way better in our country.
Oh, if I were to be
Yeah,
president,
you'd have state mandated douches and all showers.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm back on your side. You guys are being a little homophobic. You guys are being a little homophobic. The state mandated douches was a little too far. You guys got comfortable and you pushed it a little too far.
yes, thank you. That's what I'm talking about.
Here's the problem though. On the inverse is like strict caloric restrictions on it has to be bottom friendly diet.
No, I tell him this, and then he makes it seem as if I'm starving my boyfriend.
Yeah.
like I'm not. And my boyfriend is.
He's
No.
more
My
brolic
boyfriend
than
lives a
you.
good life,
He's
you
more
know?
brolic than you. He's more brolic than you.
Okay, well,
he is
that's
stronger
okay,
than you.
and that's okay. And
Yeah,
I'm secure in
okay.
myself.
He's taller. He's
See,
taller
trust
than
me,
him.
we don't-
Okay.
Well, slightly.
More handsome, more athletic.
Well, you know.
I'm gonna want to
that's
see a
okay.
photograph of the boyfriend.
Also
later.
very
Yeah,
funny.
I'll
We
be-
He's
love.
funny.
we
Do I
love-
know this guy?
No, I don't think so. He's
Can't be that
he's
funny.
in theater. he's getting, he's just starting
Well, he's
out.
young.
No, well, I mean,
You don't know him. He doesn't have his driver's license.
it's a learner's permit. It's a learner's permit.
He can drive with me.
Yeah, no. He's a
24,
grown man.
24?
He's a grown man. He's 24 years old. And yeah, no, it's great. We've been dating for 2 years.
I
No,
want
the
to take
other-
you off the stand. I'm so sorry that you
No,
ended up
it's
on
okay.
trial.
The other-
No.
please.
We love that. We
No,
love
no,
cooking
please.
them.
I'm
Because
used
like
to
one of
being
the
on
things
trial.
that I do is I created this narrative around him being
he
a
cre-
selfish top.
Oh my God, I got to tell you about this.
You created discourse?
No, he created this
did.
discourse, and I can't escape it, and it's all over the
I
internet.
say
that
I'm a bottoms rights advocate, and I talk about how Austin is not a good top, like he's a selfish top.
Hassan, have you ever fucked a guy?
No,
No.
he does not.
Then I would lay off.
Thank you, because he has called me a selfish top so often, and first of all, I love to please. I'm eager to please. That's like my number one thing, and I mean it genuinely.
I will say you're not giving a convincing performance.
See,
I hate to go back and forth, but it was not a convincing.
No.
I love
Okay.
to please.
No, if my partner's not receiving pleasure, I'm not receiving pleasure.
Again, it wasn't super convincing. It wasn't 100% convincing.
What do
Didn't
I
you
need
feel?
to do? I need your advice. How do I dispel these selfish top
See, he's
rumors?
trying to figure out how to cook people. He's like, come on, tell me.
No,
What's
yeah,
the
yeah.
secret?
But
how
how
can
do
I
do
be
it?
more?
How do I get out of being a selfish top?
Are you one?
No. Eating ass is my favorite thing to do.
That's beautiful.
Yeah,
and
it's
again,
true.
it wasn't super convincing.
Ally.
No.
But
He
it
does.
is.
He loves eating
I
ass.
love to eat
for
ass.
sure.
It's my favorite thing on the planet.
Really?
Yes, 100. Do I not look like the type?
Well, that just actually, the way you got so passionate right there circled into a new kind of territory
Okay.
for me where I'm like, I actually believe you, and now I'm a little like, why? Like, it's like,
You don't enjoy that?
well, I'll do anything that needs to be done. I'm a team
Right,
player, but you like impassionately being like, I wish I had an ass in my mouth right now. Like, it was.
That's how I have to.
That's how
sell
you're
it.
trying to dispel the
Well,
rumors.
I have to dispel the rumors because I am such a passionate.
He's an ass eater.
ass eater. I love it.
I
love it.
would
It's
describe
fantastic.
myself as a dedicated team player who thrives in a fast-paced environment.
Okay, got it.
Sexually.
Got it.
Whatever it takes. I want the team to win.
Right.
No ego.
Right.
I'm just ready
Real-
to win.
Real
Lunch
blue
pail.
collar lunch
that's me
pail.
too.
Gym rat guy.
Dinner table issues.
He would play on the Patriots.
Asses
Sex
eaten.
is a sport.
Cum produced.
He's
It's
a
the
Belichick
production-
guy.
It's the production of cum. We're seizing the means.
But I'm the same way though, because and I try. The only way I can dispel the rumors of being a selfish top is talking about my sex life
Yeah.
openly and honestly.
Yeah.
And I've had people that don't like their asses eaten, and so I get in there and I improvise.
Yeah.
And I do other things.
Yeah.
To please them.
Okay.
So
We're gonna put a pin in that.
Okay.
Caleb.
We will get back to that. Don't worry.
we will cover that extensively in the Patreon.
Austin, my jaw is killing me
Why is that, Will?
because I'm eating all my vitamins and minerals.
Oh my gosh, that is one of the worst things you could do. Everybody knows that contributes to chronic jaw pain.
What?
Yes.
Is there an easier way to get all my vitamins and minerals?
Of course there is, Will. Have you ever heard of AG1?
No.
Come on, Will.
What is it?
Come on, Will.
What is
Come on, Will. Come on, Will. You never heard of AG1? All right. My gosh, most supplements like the ones you're taking overcomplicate things with tons of pills and confusing timing. An impossible schedule to maintain long term. AG1 simplifies your nutrition, multivitamin, pre and probiotics, superfoods, and antioxidants all in one singular scoop.
Wow, I just looked it up, and AG1 has over 50,000 verified 5-star reviews.
Wow.
And comes with a 90-day back money guarantee. Wow. For a limited time only. Go to drinkag1.com/fear to get a free AG1 flavor sampler and AGZ samplers to try all the flavors. Plus free vitamin D3 plus K2 and AG1 welcome kit with your first AG1 subscription order. This is a limited time offer, only available while supplies last. That's drinkag1.com/fear. drinkag1.com/fear. I want to put the focus on you quickly because over the last year, you have quickly become my favorite social media creator. That whenever I scroll over one of your videos, I know I'm going to laugh. What is your comedic background? Where did you become so damn funny?
Hasan, right when we start talking about me, don't check your Apple Watch for me, okay?
I ordered. Okay,
It felt bad when they started to pile on. I thought it was gonna be fun.
Oh no, I'm gonna get so cooked on this. This is what people get mad at me over all the time.
all have our
I
things
did it because I got a notification because I ordered coffee because I thought you were getting me a cold brew.
Oh, is that what you meant by that? Well, let's ask the audience. Okay, let's ask the audience if you thought I should bring a cold brew.
Okay, wow.
Because maybe we'll find out after this. Interesting. I texted. It's at 9 a.m. on a Saturday, by the way.
Yeah.
I said
On Valentine's Day.
On Valentine's Day, I texted Hasan. I said, "You want a coffee?" He said, "I'm supposed to ask you that." He didn't. I said, "Got to wake up pretty early to best me, brother." Then he sent me a selfie of himself at the gym. And said, "But I recommend Koufax cold brew. If you like that." I said, "Let's discuss their breakfast burritos." He said, "They're fire. I won't be partaking though." In what part of that message do you
That was
think I was
it?
supposed to bring you a cold brew?
Well, I was just trying to subtly say I would like a cold brew.
That's crazy.
But the thing about Hasan that you have to understand, you have to ask him multiple times. Sometimes he won't.
Yeah, I was
respond.
texting you driving
in
too.
person.
It's like trying to
sometimes.
become Jewish. You have to go to the rabbi multiple times.
yeah.
You have to beg.
Yeah, no, I mean, he doesn't speak back sometimes.
Yeah.
and I've learned this over our relationship. Like
no.
yesterday, I stayed here last night, and often I don't stay here.
Yeah.
Oh!
But last night,
I was not meaning to sidestep your.
No,
I just got excited to drag
We're
us
gonna get
on.
back to you in a second. Last night, let's talk friendship. Yeah, you were about to say I'm bad, right? Last night, first of all, I'm in Vancouver. I'm at UBC. I'm giving a talk about American foreign policy.
You're at one of your champagne socials.
Yeah, one of my champagne socialist events. Okay, I'm talking about.
unbelievably wealthy he is.
Yeah, and they're giving me so much. They're throwing money at the stage. It's
and
crazy.
adrenochrome.
Yeah. So Austin texts me like a couple days prior to this text message. He's like floating the idea, I think, of staying here because normally he doesn't like to stay here. He stays at a hotel. But he was like, "Oh, hotels are so expensive."
Yeah, Portland.
He's like, "Oh, hotels are so expensive in LA."
It was out of budget this weekend.
because it's All Star. It's All Star weekend. It's All Star weekend.
Yeah.
So he sends me a text message when I'm in Vancouver, like, "Hey, can I, stay at your place? Can I stay with you?" I was like, "Oh, well, I'm in Vancouver." Then
He said, "Well, that's crazy. Sounds like the house is open."
no, he didn't. He missed it because I didn't know if anyone was here. My mom was here, but I didn't realize. But in any case, he was like, "Oh, so can I stay with you the next night?" I'm like, "Sure, of course." I come back. Austin comes in. Austin goes upstairs to do whatever the fuck he's doing. Okay, I yell at him. I'm like, "Austin, come down." He comes down. I say, "Hey, let's watch a movie."
That's sweet.
Thank you.
Isn't that sweet?
I said, "Hey, can we watch a movie together?"
It
And
was
he
very
said-
sweet, but unfortunately, I had plans.
Yeah, and he said, "No, I'm going to dinner with my gays."
Yeah, but I had planned this because normally when I
Don't
go to his house, the conversation is me talking to myself, asking questions that don't get responses.
Are you one of these gay guys that only hangs out with other gay guys?
Well,
Yes.
Yes.
Oh,
no,
dude.
Yes.
Humiliating.
I'll tell you.
Humiliating revelation. I'm going to dinner with my gays was a big tell.
No,
Oh, no.
hold on.
Name a lesbian.
My neighbors.
No,
shit.
he doesn't.
Oh, my God.
He doesn't know. No, it's true.
I have two neighborhood lesbians, and their name escapes me right now. But I will. They will come
He
back
has,
to me.
he has openly talked about how he knows
I need more
zero
lesbians.
lesbians.
Let me explain something. My best friend is straight. I have straight friends. I have gay friends. But I grew up straight until I chose to be gay.
Yeah.
Conversion therapy.
But I live in Portland.
He watched the episode
My
of Arthur
I
where
live
there's
two different
gay
lives.
marriage.
Yeah.
My Portland life is white picket fence, suburb, very nice. My LA life is where I get to experience the homosexuality I never did growing up. So I waste no time at straight establishments.
Yeah.
I waste no time. Many times I don't really hang out with that many straight people.
Yeah.
And I'm like just fully living the gay life that I was deprived of. And he's always trying to take that from me.
Yeah.
I
with his movies.
It's so funny because
movies and friendship.
you do have a charisma about you that makes me want to really like you. Like I'm very drawn to you, but then the second I give you a chance to defend yourself against an accusation, you do blow it in like record time. You're like, do I know a lesbian? No, but I grew up in a neighborhood that was so idyllic and beautiful that when I come to LA, it's just like you don't really nail it when I give you the shot.
Oh, I know. I need to work on it. But But anyway, I don't have only gay friends. I mean, look, I have them.
For sure, yeah.
I have
Yeah,
them.
he
I
despises
have female
us, though.
friends. You know, I have varied friends. But anyway, back to you, Caleb. We want
Thank
to talk
God.
about
Yeah,
How'd
I
you
don't
get
want to get
funny?
away from this
No,
again.
no.
To answer your question, I moved. I did improv in college when I went
Where'd you do improv?
Missouri State, go Bears.
Okay.
And then I moved to Chicago and
Were you Second City guy?
well, more IO and
Okay.
like some of the alt. But I did a fellowship at Second City at one point.
I was a Second City guy.
yeah, Second City Chicago.
Yeah.
I didn't take their classes, but I did their Bob Curry fellowship when I was
Okay,
there.
cool.
I was mostly like IO, the shithole, hideout, like doing like the alt
Yeah.
rooms and stuff. And then I moved out here for a bit and I live in New York. But most of my comedy training was just at the theaters in Chicago.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's cool. No, I'm
And that's why you like my videos.
Yeah, I'm an improv guy and I'm a former stand-up guy, and whenever I watch him, like, God, he is so quick. He must have some kind of comedic training because you're so on the ball. I think one of the funniest clips I've ever seen. I don't know the name of your one co-host, but she clocks herself with like a pot of greed card.
Oh,
Drew. Yeah, I was
Oh
on
my
Drew's.
God,
I was on Drew's podcast.
And then
yeah,
the
yeah.
eating all the pies clip is maybe one of the funniest things.
Yeah,
I've
there's just some
ever
things you
seen.
say that will never escape you. And it's one of like 6 stories with my fans that they really have latched onto. The eating all
Yeah.
the pies is a big one. Yeah, I don't, you just say shit and you're like, you don't imagine when you're saying, because I run my mouth all the time. You know?
Right.
I mean, look how I've treated you. You've been nothing but lovely to me.
No.
But I run my mouth, and then you don't imagine that you're about to say something that will like foundationally change the way you interact with strangers for
Right.
the rest of your life.
Yes.
And the pies thing is one of them. That I'm like, until the day I die, I'm certain that people will be like, not the pies aren't safe. Look who just walked in. You know what I mean? Like perfect strangers talking to me this way. Like I'm a fucking clown. Yeah. But you just don't know. But thank you. That's very, very sweet.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That's so nice. Yeah, Chicago. Shout out to Chicago Improv for real.
I love Chicago.
I also wanted to talk about the well, you mentioned the warehouse in Kansas City.
Let's go.
Let's
Yeah.
get into it.
Let's go.
Yeah, Kansas City, you're talking about how there's radical politics out there. There's people out there of working class background that are trying to do their very best to fight back against this administration in what centrist liberals would consider woke ways.
Right.
And there has been a massive success so far. On top of the success in Minneapolis, Minnesota, with ICE finally pulling out of that separate occupation, there's a warehouse that was supposed to be allotted to ICE as a detention center.
Yeah.
And there were a lot of initiatives. You want to go in and talk
Yeah,
about
we
that?
bullied these fucking losers.
Yeah.
We bullied these fucking losers, and now they're not building an ICE for now. We have to stay vigilant. I mean, you can never claim your victories when you get them, but we have to like stay on top of it. But yeah, the Kansas City Council passed a moratorium on any sale of property in the city to the government to be used for detention centers. And so that
Can you
helped.
tell us what the timeline on that looked like when they announced their plans to turn versus like when the actions were taken? Like, what did that pipeline look like?
Not even an announcement, by the way. That's the insidious thing. Is these people are
Oh.
like this brokerage that was helping make this sale happen, and I'm not going to mention any names because of not wanting to get sued. But the brokerage that was trying to make this happen, they're like big, like in the community people that are like, oh, we're at the children's hospital. Anything safe that they can be like, we love the community.
Right.
They announced no plans. It comes out that they're privately brokering a deal to turn a warehouse that was supposed to be zoned for business purposes and warehousing.
Right.
They're going to turn it into an ICE concentration camp. And this building is massive. There's no reason in any world where a building of that size should be housing human beings.
Yeah.
Regardless of your politics, which is why I think the community got so pissed off. Is like, wait, you're telling me we're not gonna get a fucking huge factory with jobs in there? We're gonna what, house people that are being detained because they may or may not have had their papers on them at the moment?
Yeah.
So anyway, the
people who actually have the jobs in America right now.
Right, by the way. So I started commenting on their Instagram, and then they turned their comments off, and then a bunch of us started calling. My city councilman, Jonathan Duncan in Kansas City, is fucking awesome. He's a lefty, like tenants guy. But yeah, we all started bullying them, and then the company put out a statement, of course, like claiming like, we were actually never going to do that sale. Like, we were never working with the whatever.
We were just
Guys,
floating it out
the
there.
rumors are untrue. And then they had the nerve in their statement to be like, our families have had threats. It's like, oh, are we worried about family safety now, boys? Like, really crazy shit. But it's funny, like, Hasan, when you were talking about like, oh, what would be considered like woke, you know? The idea that the tenant union is woke is so funny to me
Yeah.
because we organize Trump voters. There
Yeah.
are plenty of Trump voters that come into the tenant union and are like, I don't do pronouns, but I don't want to lose my house. And we're like, welcome. Like, that's fine. We'll figure it out together. You know what I mean? Don't worry. You're not in trouble. That's a lie that you've been told about us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like a very, very...
I'm not calling anyone they, them. That's too confusing.
I'm not calling anyone anything. Yeah, but I think the idea that these are woke ideas that can't win is just silly. It's like, no, people actually aren't as tied to these like big party ideas as they're being made out to be. They just things make sense to people when you make them make sense.
Yeah, you know what racist people need? Housing.
Right.
You know what they need? Healthcare.
Right.
Like, just run on housing and healthcare.
Yeah.
So that's when people talk about like affordability as this like big grand idea. It's like, yeah, you know what's not affordable? It's not fucking TVs at Best Buy. It's healthcare, it's education, and it's housing. If you ran on those three core principles, a lot of people who would otherwise slot themselves into the other category because they're like, well, these guys are not giving me anything, but at least these guys are saying trans people are weird, and I also think that way, are going to turn around and vote for you instead. They're going to vote for you.
Speaking of affordability, I famously have a conservative family, and I've finally made some inroads.
No.
Finally, with some of them. But the framing is very different. I talk about it through the lens of football because they understand
that's what I'm
two
talking
things
about.
in football are happening.
Let's go.
One, the price of hot dogs.
Yeah.
The price of hot dogs is astronomical. And I point to that there is actually a legal precedent that some food within a stadium that is owned by the state needs to be made affordable, right? Because then you've created a monopoly and there's a previous legal case that was decided where they need to make food items. And the second is Fanatics jerseys. I don't know if you know anything about Fanatics jerseys, but Fanatics jerseys is the perfect way to sell the insidious nature of capitalism because right now, every sport, F1, baseball, football, everything, all the rights to their jerseys are owned by one company, Fanatics. And they are so shitty that some of the players had to lobby to stop using Fanatics jersey in gameplay because they would fall apart. And fans all fucking hate them. And right now, fake jerseys are of a higher quality than the official ones that cost like $300. So sports fans understand now monopolizing in capitalism because of jerseys. If you know any diehard sports fan, you can communicate to them through jerseys, be like, you know, Fanatics? They're like, yeah, like that's the issue. That's monopolizing.
I saw a post that's like complimentary to what you're saying that went viral the other day of like a old like Mets like concession stand that was stocked with like a variety of different treats because Americans love treats.
Oh yeah.
So you can convince Americans
absolutely.
on the basis of access to treats. And also the jerseys. They had jerseys for every single player. And that was so fascinating for a lot of people because they were like, what the fuck? Nowadays, apparently, due to Fanatics is like
it's only like
just-in-time manufacturing and also like their endless need to make sure that, you know, they're only selling jerseys that are that people want to buy. They only do like 3 or 4 players and then some maybe legendary players as well. But back in the day, they used to sell players' jerseys of every single player.
Yep.
So you could just go and purchase
And this
the jersey.
goes even further. Right now, in the United States, there is only one NFL team owned by the people, which is
Green Bay Packers.
Green
the
Bay.
Green Bay motherfucking Packers.
Fucking hate 'em.
And you know the only team that doesn't use Fanatics jerseys? The Green Bay motherfucking Packers, because Packers jerseys are
they got
still
rid of the
made.
anti-vaccine
They're
quarterback.
still made where?
I kind of want.
And Jordan
them to
Love
win
is
a Super
fine.
Bowl.
And Jordan Love is fine.
They're
Shout
made.
out to the Packers.
Their
Come on,
jerseys are
George.
still made right in the state at the Reebok factory.
in Wisconsin.
Yes.
Oh, tight. I didn't
Okay,
know that.
briefly speak, are you a football fan?
Yeah.
Kansas City Chiefs?
Yeah.
Okay, question. Can you set your politics aside if you
need Harrison Butker to make a kick?
if they're winning you the championship, the Super Bowl?
A Republican?
Yeah.
Well, for sure. I don't have
Okay.
politics. Yeah,
Okay,
whatever.
good.
Fuck my
Yeah,
politics.
okay.
But I will
Good.
say, when Harrison Butker does anything other than make a field goal,
Okay.
I go, this is what you fucking get.
Yeah, yeah.
When he misses a field goal, I go, you
Yeah.
stupid bitch. You should
Yeah.
have been focused on kicking field
Yeah.
goals and
It
not
makes
fucking
it
talking
easier-
about women
yeah, makes it
going
easier
to
to
college or whatever the fuck you were doing.
Okay, because as a Vikings fan, I'm like, I don't give a fuck what you are as long as you get at that fucking trophy.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And by the way, this is a unifying message.
Yes.
I don't care.
Yeah.
By the way, people don't care. Travis Kelce was like doing like vaccine commercials, and everyone was like, as long as he produces on the field. As long as he's still catching and running, that's fine.
Our quarterback was Kirk Cousins.
I'm a Jets fan. I would have John Wayne Gacy play quarterback.
Which would be awesome.
No, he was about to revert to Islam. Like, I'm not even kidding.
Robert Saleh was the coach, and I thought we needed the spiritual juice. First Muslim head coach. And
there was a period of
I needed my Jets
to
feel Allah's light.
And he didn't get a really fair shake over there, Robert Saleh.
No, he didn't.
not.
It wasn't fair what happened to him.
He had one flag on his jersey, and I think Woody Johnson took him out for nefarious reasons.
And well, woke is back though, because we saw what happened to Robert Kraft.
What happened to Robert Kraft? I didn't see, actually.
I mean, the Patriots lost, so that's it.
Woke is back.
He went to Israel. He hung out with Benjamin Netanyahu right before the Super Bowl. He threw a football. He gave a football to Benjamin Netanyahu so he could throw one. And then guess what happened? They got annihilated. Now,
in his defense, though, we've all had lunch with BB. The guy throws a great lunch. I don't love what he's doing governmentally, but he throws a great lunch.
Yeah. Well,
Hassan not even willing to joke about it. He's like, I will never go to lunch. Hassan not even willing to joke about it.
Benjamin,
all right, found the line.
It's a bit.
Yeah, he cannot
He'll
produce
be a
on the field.
homophobe and all that, but as soon as
lunch with BB is off the table.
There's certain people that I don't entertain that for. He's one of them. But the other thing I was gonna say is you brought up something really great, like football and like these sorts of like cultural forces are uniting, right? Yeah. I don't partake in it, but even though like I don't personally care about football, like I grew up in Turkey, I still like the fanfare around NFL weekend and all the stuff, the halftime show, the commercials,
Bad
and all
Bunny.
this shit. And what's really interesting to me is that conservatives have basically negatively polarized themselves away from normal things that people enjoy.
Yeah.
And they're becoming more and more repulsive every single day. And one of those things is the halftime Super Bowl show. And
did you see the
also
Paul
just
brothers,
football in general?
The Paul brothers split on the halftime show where Jank was like, "You should turn off your TV," blah, blah, blah. And his brother was like, "I can't follow you."
Brother, you're gonna have to go your own way on this one.
Yeah, Jank claimed his Twitter was hacked. He's like, I don't know what happened.
Didn't Logan though originally have like a pretty abrasive no to watching it originally, and then saw the tide turning on social media, and then like jumped on the band?
That's what happened when they asked him at the red carpet.
Yeah,
asked him at the red carpet.
I saw the red carpet. He's like, no. I'm like, so they have the same opinion. Yeah. One was just wise enough to grift over.
I think if you're looking at the Paul brothers to have a consistent, morally clear message about the world, you've already got a problem.
Yeah.
I also have a theory about the split, and it's very pessimistic. I think they're setting up for a boxing match between each other. Because I think after Jake got his bell rung, he doesn't want to fight any real fighters anymore. So how do you bill another, $5 million purse fight? Fight your brother.
So Logan's going to grift to the left and fight his conservative.
That's Ohio.
Yeah. That's actually awesome.
That's it. That is their return to the form. That is the most Ohio thing you can do is beat the shit out of your brother.
Fratricide.
That's actually fucking awesome.
Or like their dad.
That's actually completely awesome, and I love that.
Yeah,
I hope that's what they're doing. I really hope that's what they're doing. That's awesome. I'm all for it.
First ever. I mean, this is a double knockout. They just punch each other at the same time. Everyone celebrates.
Rocky style.
Yeah, but no, woke is back.
Yeah,
it's definitely
woke is back, but in a new way. By the way, can I just say,
woke 2.0?
We need a new woke. Woke. There's some people are still trying to do 2015 woke. Honey, it didn't work.
No.
We need a new woke.
Yeah. Oh God, Will. Oh my God. Oh my God, Will, I can't stop going to the bathroom. It just keeps flowing out of me like lava. Oh my God. I think I need to go see a doctor.
Oh, wow. Well, Dawson, stop putting off those doctor's appointments and go to Zocdoc.com/fear to find and instantly book a
But before I do that, we need to talk a little bit more about my ailments and what Zocdoc is. Will, Zocdoc. I got a jingle for Zocdoc too that I was thinking about. Ready?
Yeah.
ZOC. DOC. Get the coverage for you and me. Zocdoc.
What?
Yes.
Off the dome?
Off the dome.
My God.
ZOC. DOC. Get the coverage for you and me.
I like how quick it is, which is exactly the same process that you'll have at Zocdoc. You can
right.
skip all the lines. You can skip all the BS that is
right.
typically associated with seeing a doctor. Get a doctor in your network.
That's right.
Top rated today.
Oh, yeah.
So stop putting off those
Stop
doctor's
putting it off.
appointments and go to ZocDoc.com
That's right.
/fear and find and instantly book a top rated doctor today.
You know what?
That's ZOC.
DOC. Find a doctor for you and me, Zocdoc. I saw two straight men come out of a bathroom stall.
Hello.
Together.
Yeah.
They were doing cocaine.
Wait, you call him the F slur?
I don't know.
They were
I don't know.
kissing.
No, I didn't know if they were. I was very confused because I went down to his bathroom was in a basement. I was at a sushi restaurant. It wasn't even like at a gay bar or anything. This was this was definitely it was an accepting of all sexualities establishment, right?
I can tell by the sushi.
Yeah, so we were down. It was an inclusive Japanese restaurant. We were down in the basement, and there was a bathroom, and I'm waiting, and I'm like, I hear two voices in there, but they're having a very, I don't hear a dick being sucked. I don't hear anything.
Yeah,
like
they were
that. I
doing
don't hear-
drugs.
I don't know though, and then they come out of the restroom, and I'm like, oh my God, woke is back because they felt so comfortable in their sexuality.
They were doing drugs,
because they were
Austin.
definitely straight men.
Okay,
They're
I want to
definitely
say
straight men.
I was giving you the benefit of the doubt with the story and
Yeah.
imagining that it would circle back to a point.
There was no point.
And then you're like, "Woke is back. I saw two.
Austin's example of woke being back is two dudes in West Hollywood doing blow.
Doing coke in a sushi restaurant.
Two Asians had sushi. Going down being like,
No.
They just closed the big deal for UTA. And they want to celebrate a little bit.
I think that gay guy was listening to us do coke.
Woke is back. Baby, woke is back. Kamala by a landslide.
I don't think that they were doing coke. I think they were peeing together. Because I went in there, a urinal and a toilet.
Yeah.
So I think they went in, and they're like, we can be in here together.
Can I tell you, you're getting mired down in the details of something that ultimately could not have anything to do with woke being back.
I feel like woke.
You're like, no, there's a toilet and a urinal. It's like, right, so we're so far off the track.
Yeah, we were talking about like Jake Paul having to like apologize after coming out and being like, yeah,
Men
fuck
being
Puerto
secure
Rico.
in their masculinity, using the restroom together.
Oh my
is
God.
back.
Yeah, I'll tell you a little bit about my politics. When I go into a sushi restaurant, I want to see two men in the bathroom.
Kissing together.
That's my America.
I'm telling you, they would have just a few weeks ago. They would have called each other right there. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, get out of here. Get out of here, gay guy.
That being the case that we're making for Woke is Back is so funny. Woke is Back, the boys are peeing together.
It's true.
We haven't seen this since
true.
2013.
It's true. I didn't know straight men y'all did that. I didn't know you did coke in the bathroom together. I thought that was a
what? That's like one of the only things they do.
really.
Yeah.
Coke in the bathroom together?
Yeah, that's,
See, I didn't
that's
really.
a staple of American
Well,
culture.
I don't never mind. I don't really hang out in straight spaces very much, so I just assume that everything is.
And
Is
you
our
want to
culture.
run. You want to run and you don't understand what straight guys are doing in bathrooms.
I could blend in.
Oh, he
Really?
can straight it
Oh,
up, yeah.
yes, I could blend in. Oh,
Whoa.
You
yeah.
probably would not have
Yeah.
even known that he's gay
Who
if
wouldn't
he
have?
didn't. You probably
Me?
would not have known.
Did
that
you know
he's
I was gay when you walked in?
Honey, I knew you were gay. I knew you were gay before I ever even met. I knew you were gay from miles and miles away.
Did you just sense that there was a homosexual?
Driving over here, I said, there's going to be a little gay guy in the house.
I sense a gay presence in this.
What about it makes me? Because some people can't clock me as
The way you hugged
homosexual.
me.
Really?
You gave me a gay guy hug.
Thank you.
What's,
That's good,
what's a
though.
gay
You
guy
gave me a
hug?
gay guy.
This
There's
is
just a
beyond
little bit
my-
of a linger. Straight guy, here's what happens. When you hug I'm a big hugger. I hug everybody. I hug strangers. When you give a straight guy a hug, it's not out of fear usually or malice, but there is, after about 1.5 seconds, their body tenses in a way that's like, we should probably let go.
Wait, what about me? Did I
You
give you a
tensed.
gay guy hug?
No, you
Of course-
tensed.
No!
You tensed, buddy. You tensed. And it wasn't mean. It was just...
Yeah.
I have noticed straight guys do this when they hug. They hug, and then when it's time to go, they go.
Yeah, well, I sometimes do that too.
But me too. And
Okay.
the reason I hugged you the way that I did is I wanted to send a signal.
Yeah, and you
that
did.
You were safe.
You
Oh
did.
my
You were
God.
in a safe
He
space.
lingered in a very homosexual
Yeah.
way.
And
If you want to pee in a bathroom with me,
I
We will not be doing
I
coke.
can blend in, and I will give the, I'll do the straight guy thing.
I'll go in with one of these, no problem.
Exactly.
Yeah, I like to make them feel safe. Yeah,
but that's what I'm saying. I'll do it. Like, I'm not gonna, you're not gonna be gay by.
but you
being
gave
around
me a gay guy hug.
Exactly, and I did that to send a signal.
I didn't tense out. I double pumped because I remembered in the back of my mind. In the back of my mind, I remembered you talking about giving hugs.
Yeah.
And that's why, because I came in with the dab.
Yeah.
You noticed that.
I know, and I
assume.
went straight in for the hug.
And you went in for the hug, and I was like, oh, he's a hugger.
Yeah.
And then in my mind, I was thinking everyone always makes fun of me for giving the most autistic hug, so I have to make this hug good. So that wasn't a tense up. That was a double pump.
Hasan, I love you from the bottom of my heart. You seem like a great guy. I love your work. We hug. You first of all, you tried the dap, which was beautiful, and in some times it would have been respectful to join you where your culture is. Yeah, I decided to go ahead and give you the hug, let you know who I am. You did. Here's what happened. And it may have been subconscious. You tensed a little bit, like we should let go because I'm straight, and then you hugged me tighter, which was very progressive. And then you out loud said, while we're high, I remember this. You out loud said, yeah, like you were giving yourself over to a longer hug. And I thought, well, how nice is that? How nice is that?
It wasn't about you being gay. It was me trying to go against the autism allegations.
No, I think it was about you being gay for sure.
Yeah.
He really.
I was proud of myself.
He really thought he stuck that shit.
That's why when you guys started talking about hugs, I was like sitting here like, okay.
My compliment is en route. Yeah.
I wonder if my hug was good.
I fucking nailed that hug. Yeah. The whole podcast, Hasan patting himself on the back like, I think I nailed that social interaction an hour ago.
Oh no!
Normal guy alert. I fucking killed that hug earlier.
Oh god!
Oh, you've ruined me. I'm gonna be thinking about that.
It was beautiful,
so much.
Hasan. That's not a criticism. I'm just saying. You wonder how I know that this guy was a flaming homo. Yeah, it was the hug.
Well, he isn't. In I can tell you from experience, he's not a good hugger.
No, that's not true. It was a great hug.
Well, for you, he is. But for us, it's a side hug. Sometimes you get like half-ass dap.
Yeah.
Sometimes you don't even get a hello. Yeah. Like I walked down this morning and I walked right past him and he didn't even say good morning.
Well, you're staying at his house for free and refused to watch a movie with him.
Hold on, Caleb.
I think he's allowed to be a little cold in the morning.
Hold on, Caleb. He wouldn't do that anyway, even if I watched a movie with him.
No. If we watched a movie,
I could cuddle up with him on the couch.
If we watched a movie, I would have also invited you to the gym.
Speaking of movies, I think we're watching something behind the paywall.
Oh yes,
that you're very excited about.
Yes,
we're not watching the entire movie.
Dude, are you fine with
I woke up two days ago.
Porn together?
Well, listen, you need to understand. I woke up 2 mornings ago, bleary-eyed. I opened my phone to a text message from Hasan. He goes, "I finally found it. It is a kung fu porno." Where I saw a clip of it while I'm in bed, and my girlfriend is like, "What are you looking at?" And I was like, Hasan sent me this. It's like 9 a.m.
Yeah, but it's worth it. When you see it, you'll understand why.
Here's what send me this. I didn't.
Can I tell you a feeling I'm having right now?
What?
It's not looking good for the left that you guys are our guys.
We're trying our best.
Hasan texted me at 9 a.m. a kung fu porno. It's like, we are fucked. We are completely fucked if this is where things are headed.
I mean, sometimes you have to enjoy the finer things.
The little things.
Yeah. No, I'm happy for you guys. I was kidding around. I want you guys to watch porn together.
Yeah,
I do.
You guys can pee in a bathroom together. We can watch our kung fu. That's
right.
Focus back, baby.
That's right.
Caleb, thank
on
you.
that note.
Yeah, thank you so much.
taking
You
me
are
out.
by far one of our funniest guests. Can you please tell everybody what you have coming up, where they can find you, everything?
Oh God, what do I have? I've got some movies coming out this year. Check my Instagram out. I would just turn on notifications for my stories because I don't post on Grid. When Caleb says things on Instagram, follow if you'd like. My podcast So True comes out every Thursday. You'll know maybe half the guests, and then the other ones hopefully you'll just fall in love with. And that's all. Thank y'all for having me.
Thank you, Caleb.
Hell yeah.
Caleb Hearon, everybody.
And we're going to continue this conversation, including porn reviews, behind the paywall at patreon.com/fear. And thank you for your contributions, and we'll see you behind the paywall.
Take care, y'all.
Peace.
Why are they playing the?
Why are we telling him this?
I don't.
It's pure reactionary.
Look at what you've done.
It's reactionary performance.
Caleb
art.
was having a
Don't
good
call
day.
it performance art, dude. Come on, don't call it performance art.
It's not.
Why do you guys know all this? Are you guys a genuine question?
He's online.
This is my job
all the time.
But it doesn't. Does it have to be to this level? Didn't
No.
you kind of make it? I mean, can we relax it a little bit?
No, I don't. I'm not in as deep as he
There's
is.
an infertile 20-year-old Nazi that you have to know his skincare routine. I just can't imagine
The New York Times
that this is necessary.
Well,